that.
You don't need that.
First of all, I want to see a show of hands of the people that were here 2 years ago in April when we had the groundbreaking. Holy cow, what a loyal, dedicated crowd. We're back to see this wonderful place. Anyway, I can't pass over an opportunity to sing, and when I see a group like this. So would you all join me in singing America the Beautiful? Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plain. God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood, from sea to shining sea. Recruiting for a choir here, by the way, so. And we have plants in the audience. This is really a thrill for me to be here today for some additional ribbon cuttings. This has been such an exciting process to observe the construction going on here, and I always have to remind people that the construction of this project didn't merely start 2 years ago. It started almost 10 years ago with the initiation of our copr508m Community Plan Committee. We drew a circle on this particular piece of land and said, if we're going to have some commercial development, this would be a wonderful place to have it. We also specified in the community plan that when that commercial development was going to take place, that we were advocating strongly for it to be done in a way that was historically, thematically accurate and not strip mall. And wonderfully, Dave Haley and the people from Castle Cook showed up and fulfilled our dream. And I just want to say thank you, David, for doing that. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Dave or to Billy or something to step out of the way here. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you, Russ. Not bad for a politician singing. I'd like to also introduce Rudy Ortega. Rudy, are you here somewhere? There you are. Rudy Ortega is the architect. In addition to Rudy, we have Leslie Temple. Leslie Temple, where are you?
Right behind you.
Oh, right behind you. Yeah, Leslie Temple's the principal with Nubis Architecture. It's a national landscape and land planning architecture firm. She is also the first one to buy a loft in town. So, is Bill Kajanowski here?
Bill?
Bill's working. That's good. He's our general manager in charge of all food and beverage and golf operations. And he's putting together a team that's going to kind of gel our restaurants, and I'll talk about that in a minute together. To be kind of a special restaurant offering. Jack Boding. Is Jack available? Is he? Good, Jack. Jack is the president of the Calaveras Chamber of Commerce. I'll introduce him. Also, Bill Tridowski is the president of CABA. CABA is kind of a little subset of the Chamber of Commerce for our copr508 area. Billy Kane, who we all know Billy. Billy's kind of our quasi-mayor of the town. Billy and I both came with Dirk here. We started before Castle and Cook, and unfortunately we found Castle and Cook that had the wherewithal, and Mr. Murdoch is a very community-oriented person, and so with his wherewithal and desire to just let us do our thing, this has happened. Is Carol Benedicto here? Oh, there's Carol. Carol is the one who's getting all the tenant improvements together and happening. And as you see, we're not quite finished with all of our tenant improvements, but we're working on that. She's been doing a great job. Her, along with Doug Evans. Doug Evans is the construction manager for the town square. And there's Doug right over here. You know, he's the one that makes it happen. And Rob Alford is his assistant for the superintendent. And Les Stanton is the one that's going to make this look good at all times. Where's Les Stanton? We are putting together what we feel is a team of tenants that we think is going to make our town square special. In this kind of day and age of the economic environment, we all know we're all stressed, but we also know that we're going to get to a better time, and that's what we're working towards. And we're very proud of the people that have joined our team in our quest to be the heart of the Copper Valley, the town square, and the Copper Valley, one of the finest places to live. And that's along with Russ Thomas's visions of the community plan. We think that the Copper Valley will all be proud to be a part of, and in a reasonably short period of time. The ribbon cuttings today, I'll first announce those, and then we'll talk a little bit about the balance of attendance that we have on board, and some that we're still working with. Fancy Pens, Donna Evans. It's a kitchen store, and we talked to her this morning to sell these aprons. Those are very nice aprons. The Cruiser's Ice Cream Parlor, Steve and Donna Hudson. Salads, hot dogs, and who knows where it'll evolve. But it's a fun store. They are also car enthusiasts, so they have that's where hence the Cruisers came from, and they're very excited. So are we. So welcome aboard. Twigs, Tim Pinnacle and Kathy Krugen. Is going to be the flower shop over here, right back of you. The little white building, signs not up yet, but we're getting close. And they worked feverishly yesterday and last night and this morning, and they're gaining on it. I didn't have this morning, but thank you for working real hard at it. They do know how to spell, but Twigs is T-I-G-Z, or did you spell that right? T-W-I-G-Z instead of S. So Kathy also has a country flower hutch up in Murphy's. So welcome aboard. And Plaster Tile, we're very fortunate to have Mr. Tile Emeritus with us, Julie Barnum. Julie is... When we first brought him to town, it was Sterling Tile, and Mr. Tile Emeritus has great timing. He sold the business at the peak of the market about 4 years ago, and it is now Placer Tile. And Placer Tile is obviously a well-known, established company, and we're very proud to have them on board. Lori Flammy is the branch manager, Dory O'Brien is escrow officer, and Becky Cooney is escrow assistant. So I'm sure they're standing over there with Thule. We also have Mid-Valley Engineering opening today. Is Kurt Delmar present? There's Kurt, right? He's along with his wife, Kathy, is the president and CEO of Mid-Valley Engineering. Mid-Valley Engineering is a firm that's based in, a phone call here. It is based in Modesto and also have offices in Stockton. We have now shifted all of our operations for all of our future land planning in Copper Valley to MVE. They've been doing a great job. Ryan Vance and Dennis O'Connell here also with MB. They'd just like to introduce them. They're part of their team. Then we have M&C Management. Lori McDonald is she there? There's Lori. They're opening up. Also, Cassie is their manager, and she had another homeowner association meeting this morning. They're a homeowners association management company. They do Saddle Creek and a lot of other communities up in the Copper Valley, plus they're nationwide and do a great job. Before we walk around and do the actual ribbon cuttings, just like to kind of let you know what's in store for us here at the town square. Right now, this new team is joining Copper Proper and Eves. Or is Eve here? I mean, Sharon Marshall? Sorry. Eves is an apparel for women's store, which is right in back of us. She's also planning on doing Eve in the Apple over here, which will be a junior's apparel store next to Coho's. We have the Rising Loafer Restaurant, which will be on the end of this building, and the Rising Loafer Restaurant will be a breakfast, lunch, and bakery. Firefall Jewelers will be the breezeway going through the town hall building. Just to the left will be Firefall Jewelers. They also have a store in Angels Camp and Valley Springs. So let me make a little comment on our stores before I finish this. Go further. We do not plan on having the same stores that you see in every town in America. It's getting kind of homogenized, and so we thought we would be special and offer boutique, unique stores. And if another store had one or two in the mother loader, that's fine, but we wanted to be something special that when you came up to this town, it's kind of fun to go because it's different. And so that's what we are encouraging. Then we have Fancy Pants. We talked about Fancy Pants. And then Cruisers and Coho's. Coho's is going to be our coffee house and wine bar, a little bit of a different twist. That'll be with Ray Thingball. And that's on the corner over here with the outdoor fireplace. So not only coffees and the refreshments, it'll be hors d'oeuvres and wine for the afternoon and evening, or morning if you choose to. Yeah, we have Bella Vita. Bella Vita is right behind us. Bella Vita will be a home decor and accessories and furnishing store, and that should be open soon. We have Copper Custom Motorcycles. That will be right over here in Building 7. Copper Custom Motorcycles is mainly apparel and accessories and the selling of custom motorcycles. We have Renner Winery. Renner Winery, Dr. Renner is here this morning. Sorry, that was why I was late. We were just talking. Renner Winery is going to be over here in the great portion of Building 7, and he has a winery up in Murphy's. We decided that we'd like to have one wine tasting room versus 12 in some other towns, but we're very proud to have Dr. Renner on board. Right behind you we'll have Panini's Restaurant. That will be an Italian restaurant. That will be right at the end of Building 1. We hope to have that open in September. Billy Kane says we're going to lose our liquor license if we don't, so we're hustling. That'll be a Northern Italian with steaks. I'm a meat eater. We have Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea is right around the corner in right across from Cruisers. Sweet Pea will be children's clothing and accessories. R&R Western Wear will be between Twigs and Cruisers in the Gable Inn building. Then Mid Valley Engineering, as we talked, will be in Building 1 above. Classic Title is in Building 1. Ortega and Associates will be in Building 6 on the second floor. Copper Valley Realty is in the first building on the right as you drive into town. We'll have Mark Twain St. Joseph Hospital is going to do a 14,000 square foot medical center. The medical center, Rudy's just finishing the plans on that. It'll go behind this group of buildings. It'll be a full service medical center with starting out with one doctor, evolving to 4 doctors, mammograms, x-rays, full service hospital except for trauma and full emergency. So that's very good for our community of Copperopolis. We'll have Copper Shell, gas station, and car wash, and convenience store. Car wash. Which will be on the corner on the other side of Cruisers.
They sell discount gas.
Oh yeah. We told them we don't want to see no fives up in that board. Then we have Castle and Cook, which obviously we're all a part of, and we're on the second floor of the first building. The next group of tenants that we're working with that we're pretty confident that we can get is a Mexican grill that's going to be on the building right below my office in Building 1 on the corner there where the stonework is. We'll have an arts and crafts supply shop, stationery, greetings and invitation store, Copper Market, a specialty grocery store is the foundation behind this building. We'll have a bank on the corner. We're not quite resolved with the bank yet, but getting close. We have a Copper Cannon boutique store. We have a Far East Asian restaurant, which will be on the first floor of Building 6. Copper Art Gallery, not final on that, but getting close. And then we have 24 lofts that will be on the other side of the medical center, plus 15 town lofts that you see above the retail stores. The town hall has 10 of them. There's 3 behind me, and then 2 over in this building. The balance of the upstairs will be offices. Going down Tower Street, let me make a comment on the street names. What we have chosen to do, this is an historic area, Copperopolis. We have a Copperopolis historic area, and we're just evolving the entire valley into part of being the original Copperopolis. So we named our streets after the founding people, the Egan's, Stones, McCarty's, and Tower. Mr. Tower is the family that owns Keller Stone. As going down Tower Street, we'll have retail stores on both sides, and the retail will then swing across the street and go around. We'll have an inn and restaurants and retail at the end of the street in the courthouse building. All in total, will be 95 different businesses and 39 lofts, and that will make up in 22 different buildings. You see 8 buildings today, so we're not even halfway, and we've already created a synergy. We feel around the square. In addition to this, we're going to add another neighborhood to this called Sawmill Lake. It will be 800 more mixed-use units around Sawmill Lake. We'll have space for 2 inns, 185-room inn and spa. It'll be right on top of these oak trees over here, which we do plan on keeping the majority of those oak trees for the backdrop. We'll have a more affordable 75-room inn at the end of Egan Street. We'll have a outdoor amphitheater in the creek, right in back of the courthouse building, wedding pavilion, restaurant, a very high-end restaurant on the first floor. So as you can see, we're laying what we feel doing justice to the Copper Valley Community Plan and taking the town, making that the dense area as we get less dense out towards the lake. So that's a little overview of the town square, and why don't we just go over to the stores and cut some ribbons. Thanks.
I'd like to have our supervisor, Russ Thomas, do the ribbon cutting. BK.
Watch your fingers.
Time injury here.
Before we go over to Twigs, I forgot to mention one thing. That one of the goals that we have in the town square is to have several occasions and not just 3 or 4 big events during the year. We'd like to have weekly events. Wednesday night it will be copper night for the locals. Friday night music in the park. Saturday music. Sunday music. We're going to evolve through a lot of individual events that are good for the community and the retailers, and not bring in 10,000 people at a time. So I just want to make that comment. Let's walk over to Cruisers next. Does this work over here?
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear it over there.
All we have to do is turn the speaker around and we're set.
I just noticed we have one more person I'd like to introduce in the crowd. Bill Albee with the hat on over here. Bill Albee is our new chairman of the copr508m Community Plan. Hey, Bill. And Bill has been on the community plan since day one, and this community plan has been evolving for about 12 years, and you know how the political process works, but Bill is charged to get it done this year. So, big chore, and along with Mr. Thomas here, our supervisor, we'll get the job done. Before we do Cruisers, I just wanted I understand that people didn't hear what I was saying. It's a very important issue that I was talking about over at Fancy Pants. We don't plan on having 3 or 4 events that bring 10,000 people into town, like some other communities do. We've decided to be a true country town for the community itself and for the business that are involved in it. So we're going to have music in the park and locals night and a lot of different festivities throughout the year, just strictly for the community and the retailers. I just wanted to say that again. Let me turn this over to here. I had to carry it because it's too heavy for Mr. Thomas. Don and Steve. This is Mr. Tryanowski. He was in the crowd and I failed to recognize his hand up there. So this is Bill Tryanowski, our general manager. We'll go to Twigs next. And we had to open the doors to see it and believe it. They've been working for the last 3 nights to put this together. And we're very happy that they're here. We're open. They're here in Old Doors open. The doors are open. We'll be open for business soon.
Okay.
Right behind.
Right behind. Okay, I'm good.
Look up, look up, look up. Good.
One of our stores will have workable suits for sale. Let's walk around the corner to Placer Title. Lori and Russ will cut the ribbon for Placer. Hey! We're going to take a few short steps over here to MBE Engineering.
You're going to cut the ribbon.
And we'll have Kathy cut the ribbon along with Russ Thomas for MBE. That's Billy on the bell.
Billy on the bell.
Has a story behind every building, and we're going to publish that soon, and we'll have plaques on the buildings This building here is the old firehouse, and that's why hence the bells on the rooftop. And every building has a backstory, so it's kind of fun. It's all four-sided architecture, true buildings in the character of the motherland. So Kirk said that he's giving away hats and things and drinks. So if anybody wants something free, now's the time.
Everybody come get a hat.
Yeah. Then we'll go across to M&C across the street after.
This color or black? Black?
Our Copper Valley Realty office is downstairs. You're welcome to go through the Copper Valley Realty office and see what's going on in the Copper Valley. And another little comment, I noticed that people walking through landscaping, and we do plan on putting stepping stones through areas because this is going to happen.
Yeah.
A lot. We haven't got around to it yet on that already.
Yeah.
But we will get it a little bit more walkable through the landscape.
I kind of noticed that when I first got around.
So if you'd like to come inside and join us for this ribbon cutting, that'd be great. Okay, we have Lori and Supervisor Thomas cutting M&C's ribbon. Almost. If anybody would like to see the lofts, we have a few agents that are here that can take you over. Randy Breezy, and I think some people have already went over. So they're with Garcia. So if anybody'd like to see those, or just mill around, and thanks for coming.
Thank you, David.
Thanks, Dave.
Very good. Thanks, Jeff.
Now, which